that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He was brought down by...
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Golden Tate. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Sony Michel, his first carry. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
The
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark.
On the ground, this is Michel, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It's Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
That's good for 28 yards. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Right here, guys. Spike.
Allen now looks to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
You got 4. You got 4. Hey, hold.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 33-yard attempt.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You can't block me. 91. 91. Safety's creeping.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Corey Peters in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
Complete.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
13 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He's crossing. He's checking ground.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 3, Giants 0.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Let's go. Here we got number 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Midfield. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Allen going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Wisnowski set to kick off.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally. They're going to run this with a tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So they go with a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Giants nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Check, check. Lefty. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The 7-yard line.
All right. 319. Let's go. 51 is Mike 51.
The toss out to Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A gain of a yard.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings
on 3rd down, Michel. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's get this ball back for offense.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And Tate's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Duke Riley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting addled.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Kaepernick. He's going to let one fly for Tate. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
At the 29-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Stay at home. Stay at home. All 52.
To throw again. Allen finds his tight end Ingram. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Evan Ingram saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
That's the score. Buccaneers 31, Giants nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Easy, easy, easy. Check.
it's Michel once again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd down. Now an option play on 2nd down. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
No. 56.
Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
51 the mic, boys, 51. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 51's the mic. 51's the middle. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flush to his right. He's going to take off. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Allen. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Buccaneers 38, Giants nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now here's a throw that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Kaepernick's pass complete to Brashad Perriman. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Caught right side, Tate. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st down, Michel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Giants.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Kaepernick. To Michel on the screen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Complete.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short.
And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
they'll go to Barkley again, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and 1 at the 35-yard line.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps
perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.